Hello, my friends. Welcome to the last episode of Real Talk with Raleigh for this season, season 1. It's been I think we've done almost 20 episodes maybe. And this one I want to cap it off with talking about real things like all the songs on my new record, Intermission, the acoustic record. Last time, hold on, let me pull these up. Last time, I told you about how we made the record, how it was made in the basement and really DIY. And I told you that I would talk about the songs and their meaning this time. So I'm going to get through these, and this is how we're going to cap off season 1. So I hope you enjoy this. So I'm going to go through the list of the songs and just talk about them a little bit. So the cover I wrote with Autumn McIntyre, and the cover's about my lovely wife, Shelby, who loves me and looks past the cover, and even in all my flaws, she's awesome and sticks with me. We wrote that. I had actually the guitar part, the ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum. I came up with that during a live stream. I was just messing around in between songs and kind of came up with that and brought it to Autumn, and we wrote to it. And that song, I love that song. That might be one of my favorites for sure on Intermission. Number 2, Phase of Me. I wrote this song by myself. I think I wrote it in like 30 minutes, man. That song, to me, I know it's not everybody's favorite, but to me, there's some magic in it that I don't quite know how to tell you why. I just love that we recorded it in like one take, basically, when we recorded it. And I just love that I wrote it in 30 minutes. And that just shows you, sometimes when that happens, it's just like you're pouring your heart out, you know? And I think I was really in a tough spot and wrote that song, you know. Hope is just another phase of me. Ain't had no luck with luck. Been living on the run. Been longing for the life that's in my dreams. Should I walk away or should I learn to stay? Is this just another phase of me? Man, that song just hits me, man. It still does. Would you mind? Number 3. Okay, this was my very first co-write in Nashville. I wrote it with Joy Beth Taylor and Nicole Miller. And they're really sweet and talented artists in and of themselves. But it's really weird. We wrote a few songs after this as well, but this one always just stuck with me. Kind of reminds me of like a little bit of a John Marish type thing. Yeah, and we wrote that, and I was like, this is our first write. I love this. We should do this more often. That was fun. Lonely Drive I wrote with Adam Wheeler and Ryan Lafferty. And I love this song. It's only 2 chords, but it's, if you know Nashville numbers, it goes from the 5 chord to the 4 chord, and then the bridge flip flops them, and it goes from the 4 chord to the 5 chord. So it's like 2 chords the whole song, and that song's really cool to me. That's my friend Austin Vitucci's favorite song. He used to be my bass player, but he knows nothing, so don't listen to him. I love that song. Really special to me as well. Wouldn't Change a Thing. Steve McMorrin and Josh London, my dudes. We only wrote one time, and this is the song we wrote. And I was like, I just went in that day and I was like, I want to write something real. I don't care if it works or not. I don't care. I don't want to chase anything. I just want to write something real. And we just wrote Wouldn't Change a Thing. You know, sometimes you roll through open roads. Before you know it, you look up, there's a mountain. Sometimes there ain't no way around it, and you got to make the climb. There's lows and highs, hellos, goodbyes. Sometimes it's hard to find something to believe in. I just like real songs. I don't care if they hurt. Sometimes when they hurt, it makes me feel better. 6, Strawberry Moon. I wrote that with Mitchell Oglesby, who's recently had a ton of success. He wrote Done for Chris Jansen. Chris Jansen's new single. It might be number 1 by the time this goes out. By the time this podcast goes out. He also wrote If That Ain't God, the Chris Young new single on Spotify and everything. So Mitchell's awesome. He's super funny, but he'll like look at me and he'd be like, Raleigh, you the funniest boy I ever met. He's from Georgia. He talks like that too. I love Strawberry Moon. It takes you to a place. Like when I listen to Strawberry Moon, the way we recorded it, it like makes me think of a campfire and then looking up at the moon. And that was kind of intentional. Number 7 out of 8 is Want Me. I love Want Me. It's really interesting. I wrote Want Me on a guitar. And I wrote it like, bum, 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 do you want me? And it was like more like of a guitar, like, you know, thing. And I took it to Chad and Caleb, who produced Intermission with me. And they kind of liked it better on piano. And I wrote Want Me with Mark McGuinn. He's a good guy, really hilarious guy. I like him. He used to be an artist as well, but we wrote Want Me together. Ain't No Other Way is about chasing the dream, man. Chasing the dream. And it hurting. There will be hearts that get left behind, that don't understand the sacrifice. And they don't tell you. So you're out here. That midnight highway is paved with tears. Woo! Boy, that hurts. But it's true. There ain't no other way. You lose friends, you lose family, but you go after this dream because you're kind of like in the chorus, a prisoner to the dream. But it's the only thing that sets you free simultaneously. It's an interesting paradox. But Ain't No Other Way. Yeah, I wrote that with Leslie Satcher, who wrote Troubadour for George Strait, and Phil Barton, who's had some other major cuts as well. Yeah, so those are the songs and just a bit about each of them. And I wanted to tell you all, thank you so much for listening to them and for sharing them and caring about my music. And thank you. You know, I can't do this without you all. And I'm super excited for what's coming in the next chapters of Raleigh Keegan's life and to bring y'all with me. And I've got new music getting ready. And yeah, I'm going to keep bringing it for y'all. So I hope you enjoy. And thanks so much for sticking with me for this whole season and through the quarantine and through Corona and through lack of tours and all that stuff. And I love y'all. And I will talk to you in the next season. See ya.